I have to admit that I am not someone that has ever really liked the dating apps. In fact, I have so much resistance in using them that I've had to really look outside of the dating apps. Hi friend, I'm Alex, your mystical BFF, and welcome to my Manifesting Love series, where I take you along with me on my journey to manifesting love. So in today's video, I want to talk about online dating apps. We all hate them and love them all at once, but how can we find love without actually wanting to be on them? Or even if you want to be on them, just spice the things up a little. So dating apps really have a lot of pros and cons, like everything basically. The pros are that you are going to meet people that probably you wouldn't have met in other circumstances, because maybe they travel, or maybe they are not in circles that you really are into. I have to admit that I am not someone that has ever really liked the dating apps. In fact, I have so much resistance in using them that I've had to really look outside of the dating apps. However, I still use them from time to time, and they do have a purpose. They really help you to practice your communication style, your detachment to, at the beginning of a relationship with all of these emotions are starting up. It also really helps you in getting clear in things that you want, and it can be really nice to be practicing all of those things that probably you wouldn't be able to do as much if you are just meeting people outside. The problem is that it also has a lot of cons, right? There is so many people on there that it becomes really easy to ghost people, to be ghosted. In this day and age of really short attention spans, it's very easy to just kind of forget that you're talking to someone. It's very easy to just ghost, and that is one of the things that really triggered me, and that I was also doing, because we don't really know how to communicate in the best way without feeling like we're going to hurt other people, or without feeling really like, oh, it's just too much hassle, I'll just unmatch them and then that's it. It's just so much easier, and that's one of the things that I've really been trying to work on my communication skills. We also have to think that dating is actually really hard for everybody. It isn't just that for us girls that we're like, oh no, that's just so hard for us. But actually, the men are also struggling. Women, we want higher standards, and the men, they also keep getting ghosted, and they don't have the high quality women that they also want. We have to also be understanding that it isn't easy for anyone. No one. At the end of the day, most people wanted to be in a relationship, and the kind of relationship that you dream of, that we have seen in movies, those kind of wonderful, loving relationships, it's not just us women that want them. The men also want to have beautiful, incredible relationship. One of the cons as well that we have with online dating apps is that they become very addictive, and then whenever you are bored, you start just swiping, or just, kind of matching with someone just because you're bored at the moment, but not really doing it with intention. Being on the online apps, it really requires a mindset change where you are doing it with intention, where you are actually releasing that detachment, and where you also have boundaries. I have noticed, and I know also a lot of relationship coaches say this as well, do not start messaging on the app as if you were already in a relationship. That is only going to lead to disappointment. I have done that so many times, and I am learning to really just kind of take a step back and be like, this is someone I don't know. Let's just not be, constantly being like, oh, how was your day? And how's your mom? And what's happening at work? Because you don't give them that space until they deserve that space. That is something that needs to be earned. And I've been on so many dates where I had online relationships with these people for maybe a week or a couple of weeks, where we were messaging and everything is so great, and you're like, oh my god, I'm so excited to meeting them. And then you meet them and they literally have zero personality, or they are a completely different person from the pictures, and you just get so disappointed. one of the things that I would say about online dating apps is really work on that detachment. Don't get too excited. Just treat it as a practice. We will see what this person is, who they are like, what are their values, and just take the actions instead of just the words. We can get so caught up in the messaging and the wonderful world of texting and, you know, just being in our heads, and just because we love love, that then you get to that point and it's just so disappointing. So what are the alternatives? If you like online dating apps, or maybe you're kind of a bit tired of those, I have found apps that also do like in-person events. Like for example, Thursday. They are this app that every Thursday kind of comes to life, and then they have some events. I've only been to one of those events. I've never really actually used the app, but it's an interesting concept and it can probably work really well if you are open to that. And that's what I'm going to be talking about later on in the video as well. You also have other kind of online dating apps like Time Left, for example, where it kind of gathers like a few people with same interests or something like that. I haven't personally used it. I know people that have, and they then get together as a group for dinner, and you can talk to people in kind of bit more of a group setting rather than a one-on-one setting. I can't comment on it. I haven't been on those, but that could also be a nicer way to not be on the apps and starting to meet people face to face. I personally went into the deep end and went to all of the events. I mean, not all of the events, but I went to so many events, and I'm still going to a lot of single events to meet people and to really feel like I am actually doing something, leaving my house. You know, I like getting ready and meeting new people and talking to new people and going to new venues, and I think that that can also be very exciting. What I personally like about these events is that you are able to be in your feminine energy in the presence with other people, not just via like message or, you know, texting someone and things like that, but you really can be in your feminine energy face to face with people. As you know, I am a big believer in manifestation. So one of the things to remember is detachment, right? You don't want to be going to these events being all like, I'm going to manifest the love of my life today and it's going to be great and I am so excited, because that energy of excitement is actually an energy of wanting and an energy of lack. Yes, be excited for, you know, the event, being in a new venue, of you dressing up, but for you, rather than the excitement of meeting someone or the excitement of, I'm going to meet the love of my life, this is going to be life-changing. Because again, you are in this energy of lack, and you're not going to be attracting the love that you want. You're not going to be manifesting what you want from an energy of lack, because the universe is just going to keep delivering that energy of lack, and that energy of lack keeps bringing in more lag. So then that brings me to the point of actually choosing an event that is going to be fun for you, rather than one where you feel like, I need to go to something where I'm going to meet people. No, maybe it is, you know, a cookery class, or maybe it is at a bar or a venue that you really wanted to go, or maybe it's something that you didn't know existed, but now it really feels like, oh, this could be so fun. Those are the ones that your energy is going to be completely different, where you are going to be able to step into an energy of receiving, being in your feminine, rather than being in this desperation of like, I am going to an event because I need to meet someone. I have made that mistake a million times before. Take it from me, do not go there, because you feel so disappointed at the end of the night. You feel so like, I'm never going to manifest love. I'm never going to find my person. Every single event is full of terrible people that I have nothing in common with. And that is not what you want. We want you to have, and when I say we, is me and the universe, of course, we want you to have the most incredible life. And that's what you want to be manifesting. When you are in this incredible life and more open to it, that's where you're going to be receiving things. I know for me, for example, most of my friends are in relationships or spend their weekends with family or doing things, traveling, etc. So I find myself having to do my own things on weekends and seeing friends during the week, which works great for me. Then I can start new classes, focus on my hobbies, focus on meeting new people and things like that without actually putting the focus on just manifesting love, on just being like, oh my God, I need to meet someone. Again, the energy is completely different. Love life and live your best life, and life is just going to keep giving you things to be in love with life. The other thing that I really want to talk about is this whole, oh, dating is a numbers game. I don't necessarily think that dating is a numbers game. I know that a lot of coaches, a lot of people online, etc., they all say that, but I think that the right person is going to come at the right time. And if you are going to go with this whole, oh, it's a numbers game, then use those numbers to practice. I have a really good friend that says dating is just practice your communication, just practice, getting clear on what you want, detachment, getting dressed up, seeing the venues that you like, the foods that you like, the activities that you like, because it will make it that when you are with your person, you will be so much clearer on, yes, this is my person, or no, it isn't. It's definitely the way that I've been looking at dating. Granted, not every time. Sometimes I just get caught up in the emotions. I am an emotional person and I have to honor those emotions as well. But it really has helped me to learn how to communicate, to really have strong boundaries, to really be able to say, I'm okay with this, not okay with that, in a loving, feminine way that doesn't trigger me and doesn't trigger them either. So you learn a lot from these interactions, and that's why I also like doing these things face to face rather than online. I have never been an online dating kind of person, and in fact my friends have always said that I have met people in the randomest of places, whether that was at a friend's birthday, in public transport, at restaurants and bars and events, on a plane. I have met people in literally all the different places, and I have probably met more people face to face, just like living life, than I have online. But really use this time to reconnect with your divine feminine, with your feminine energy, and also make sure that you detach. Detachment is probably my biggest struggle. In fact, surrender is my word for the year, and it's something that I am still learning. But the more I detach, the more I see the results. You want to remember that the feminine attracts and manifests and is not chasing. You are not in this desperate kind of energy. You are not chasing anyone. You are just be open to receiving and step into that energy. That is going to be really what's going to be absolutely life-changing when you get outside your comfort zone and go to events, to just meet people in real life. So let me know in the comments, what do you think about online dating apps? Are they for you? Do you like them? Not? What are your thoughts on this? Have you got any tips about meeting people in real life? And make sure that you subscribe and follow all of my stories in manifesting love. And I will see you in the next video.